this journey of discovery, I'm finding you, finding me. Now that I have someone special.
Welcome again to How I Met Your Auntie. We're back again with another topic. So, there's a viral video going around. Well, I guess, that's showing my auntie, huh? It's a viral TikTok going around about an Aspen trip. Went down in the group chat. Apparently, we all know how, I guess we know how it goes when you try to plan a group trip. But I guess this girl invited a group of friends. Some were friends of friends, I believe. Don't quote me on the whole story, but if you know, you can find it on TikTok if you don't know. But she asked a bunch of friends to go on a trip. Everybody was down. Then some people started getting quiet in the chat. But she went ahead and booked the Airbnb or the hotel anyway. And now the girl doesn't have the funds to pay. And she asking for half the money. So, I want to ask you, have you had a bad girl trip experience? Well, I know you have, but
right.
What are your thoughts on that? I really think you should confirm. I know we confirm with everyone, like, before I click this button, are y'all sure? Make sure every person is saying yes, 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 yes. Even if you have to call them or text them directly, and if they're not a direct friend, ask your friend or something.
Yeah, I definitely had the experience. Usually we're the people who are booking these trips. So Airbnb, hotels, flights and everything, itineraries, we're the ones actually handling that. So yeah, I have to double check, make sure if people are really going. I already say in the very beginning, once you put your money down, you can't get it back. Yeah, basically a final sale, because that's unfair to everybody else. We understand life happens, but if we're all putting this money in and then you pull out last minute, like, we'll end up, it'll mess up the trip for us.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely had the experience where somebody dropped last minute and they tried to contact me via email, company email.
Not the company email to claim your funds.
To claim the funds and everything, and I didn't even respond because we're not going to do that at work. But yeah, we always give that disclaimer in the very beginning for a trip. I've had times where I'm the one putting my money down for these trips and everything, and like once again, last minute, the person saying they cannot go. Ended up in not speaking to the person. Actually, they're not speaking to me or speaking to us.
Yeah. Which, things happen. We're not like, figure it out or like being cruel. Things do happen, but it's all in the way that you approach the situation. And if you're being flaky from the get-go, or if you're trying to throw in a message real quick 2 days before the trip that you're not going, things like that. I think it's just poor communication on both parties on this scenario. But of course there's a million different scenarios that can happen with a girl's group trip, which is why I personally only travel with certain groups.
Okay.
And I know some people be like, why you only travel with it? Look, only travel because it works.
It works.
Stick to it. There's only certain people that I do travel with, because when you try to do these other trips, we've traveled for, we've mixed friends.
And I won't be doing that again.
It's a horrible experience.
Yeah, I've learned
0 out of 10.
Yes, I've learned not to mix people on trips. The people who I know and we have this established situation when it comes to going on trips, that's who I'm going on trips with. Yeah. I'm not adding new people to it, because it's always something that happens. There's always, of course, everybody have different personalities, different attitudes, and things like that. But at this point, I know at 34 years old, I'm not doing. I'm just going to be the same people I've been going on.
All right, they have to be really vetted. Right. And if something happens, it's on you. Like on the person that brought them in, it's gonna be like, I'm not dealing with it. You beg for her sister girl to go. So you figure it out. Yeah, but group trips is a whole nother type of. Luckily that I've been blessed to have good ones. I think I've only had one, maybe two out of all my vacations. Yeah, that have been like. One was really extremely bad, and the other one was just like some irritation and kind of annoyance things that happened throughout. like people acting funny once you get there or something like that.
Yeah, that's the same for me. Most of my trips, girl trips, have been great, excellent. Everything's gone fine. Yeah, we've had experiences like we've been on a trip and we fell out and different things had taken place on the trip and things like that. So we know, like I said, it was outside people also coming in on the trip. Mind you, we can probably have those trips because we added our outside friends on the trip. So I think those people I can still go on trips with them, and then you can still go on trips with your friend. But when we tried to bring them together, that didn't work out, and we learned our lesson. So.
That's the whole thing of like even putting friends together in general outside of a vacation. Sometimes you can't mix friends, certain friends together. I mean, maybe outside of a birthday dinner.
Right. I think when it's like a holiday event, a birthday dinner, that's fine. And I'm gonna let you know, look, I'm having this event. I'm inviting you, and that's on you if you want to come, you know. But I'm not like inviting, for example, a small game night. I'm not going to invite. And if I know that different people don't mix well, it's no point of us all coming together because I just don't want it to be different attitudes, people looking at each other and things like that. So let's not even do that. Let's not even bring that drama. I think if it's a birthday thing, people should be mature enough to be cordial. Not saying y'all got to just be laughing and kikiing and being fake or whatever. But hello, how you doing? And keep it moving. And we're celebrating. Yeah. No. You said, wait, what?
even that.
I'm learning to speak. Okay, I can speak.
I always speak, but I feel like when you start speaking and you're not spoken to, I'm done speaking.
Oh yeah.
There's only so many times.
That's true too.
And then you give me the face, then I'm gonna keep saying, hey, because I'm really being cordial for.
I'm being cordial for
benefit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not like. I'll do that one time speak, but if I see that you have this vibe to you, you acting stank, you don't want to speak back, I'm not speaking ever again. And there's nothing else to talk about. Look, look.
What's the little smiles that the people do in corporate world, like,
right.
Yes, but I do feel like there has to be some type of, with this, like a group chat etiquette, like they didn't communicate, but that goes for, I guess, group chats in general, whether they're, I guess, mostly their friends. I know families, families be saying whatever.
Yeah, that's
but I do think there's some etiquette, like taking screenshots of the group chat and sending them other places, or sometimes there's people that post them on either TikTok or their stories if something funny happened without telling the rest of the members. I don't agree with that.
Right. Or you accidentally send it to the person y'all was talking about. So that's
why you talking about it anyway.
Exactly. So I've never had that experience. I've experienced where like in a group chat and they're talking about somebody. We've experienced that, and then we just decided and we ain't saying no names, okay? So we just decided, like, look, we're gonna exit out of this because the group chat was created for something positive in the very beginning, and then now I'm seeing you just talking about the person over and over again. So it's like, and we don't want to get involved. We don't want to have nothing to do with it. This is negative or whatever. And it was, we might as well just leave the group chat and that's that or whatever. So.
Yeah, there's a lot that group chats can get messy sometimes, or I guess they call them sub group chats. There's another word for it if anyone knows it, but there's like the main group chat, and then there's a second one where there's more people that are clicked together for another one.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like it's okay to have, because sometimes you want to talk with a certain amount of people if there's other stuff going on and you just click better with other people within the chat. But if the chat is mainly discussing what happens in the other one or someone in particular in the main one, then I don't like that. No. But hopefully they figure it out. I need to watch some more of those videos to see actually what happened.
What actually went down.
The main girl kind of did a response video. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm interested to see if they did they even go? Did they even make it to Aspen? Have they even made it to Colorado? Who knows? I've always wanted to go to Aspen, actually. I want to go to Black Ski Weekend. I don't think
I've
it's
always
in Aspen
seen that, yes.
Yeah, I want to go. Maybe we'll have like a vlog.
Yes. Stay tuned, maybe. Okay.
Yes, but yeah, friendships, group chats.
Yeah, it could be real. Yeah, it could be real subject. So, yeah.
A segue. Or what's another, I guess, faux pas, group chat faux pas that you wouldn't like? I guess when you are like over texting, like you just doing something every.
Oh yeah, I mute group chats. I mute all my group chats because at certain points it's like it's too much.
Group chats.
I mute group chats. Especially if it's like nonstop texting all day long. Yeah. Like of course I'm gonna join in, laugh and kiki and stuff like that. But sometimes I have things to do. I can't be in a group chat for too long. And I can't stand notifications too. So I'm the type of person. Wait.
I'm bad with that. I got like 30,000. The bubble is like 30K.
Oh yeah,
120. Like I need to clear them out.
I start taking off notifications. Like I don't have notifications for social media, Facebook, Instagram. I take all those notifications. It's just something about seeing the notification that disturbs me.
So how do you know if you get sent anything?
I just have to click in. Now for text messages, okay, I have notifications. For email, yes, but for like Instagram, Facebook, I have to literally go into it to see it.
Oh no.
Yeah, I just can't.
I feel like I have ADHD and you would never hear from me. I'd forget.
Yeah, that's the only.
Check that.
That's the only way. That's the only way I can do it.
Well, I'll like silence them, but I'm still like active and I'm a certified guy. I'm the one in there all day. Like if the group chat is jumping, I'm probably in there. A bunch of memes.
Oh yeah, okay. In our group chat, it's just me. I mean, we just have our Instagram, Facebook, and then just our text messages. We send memes all day long. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Yeah, that's all day. That's just how we communicate. We might not really even talk like that, but basically, almost every day we're sending each other some type of meme or some type of.
Especially for the podcast, we've been sending back TikToks a lot, so it's even more crazy than it usually is.
Yeah, so I'm not muting her.
Oh yeah, sure. She's not.
I'm not muting her. But if it's like a group chat of like 3 or more people, yeah, I'm usually I can't look at all of them.
Yeah. And the family ones definitely needed. It's a bunch of I don't even know what's in there, like a TikTok or video I saw 3 years ago. Sorry, Mama, but I didn't get that thing. I didn't even look there.
Oh gosh.
A lot of it comes with age too. Like we don't even entertain some of this crazy petty. Like even the little TikTok, I didn't even see it till late. I think it's been trending for a while, but we're kind of over the. If I want to text you, I'm gonna individually text you.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
That's a rule, folks. You don't do that this time.
Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. What? Why my trainer just text me, want to see something?
Oh,
and then said, "Wait, sorry, wrong message. Please ignore."
Now this wasn't a group chat. Why does this always happens to her where someone is either somebody she's employed with, a worker, or a boss always ends up sending something crazy.
Oh gosh.
And we be like, they definitely sent that on purpose. She had one where he sent like, what did he text? He texted her something like, erotic or something.
Yes. So, oh my gosh.
Okay. Was that old boss?
Yes, it was like a boss / business partner. We were trying to work when it comes to events and things like that. And we were talking about business related items and everything. And he texted and was like, hand job. And I was like, wait, what? And I called her up and I'm like, wait, I know I'm not crazy. Like, what in the world? So then quickly he messaged back and was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that, like something with the texting or whatever like that. And I'm like, oh, okay. So then he was like, apologized again. And I was trying to move forward from it.
How do you accidentally text?
Hand job.
That's not something that you just have unless you be texting.
Unless that's how you text the people. But at the end of the day, it was just very strange. So I was trying to let it go. Then he brought up, that he has a podcast. Mind you, this is 2015, 2016. And he said he has a podcast. It's an erotic podcast and they talk about sex. And I'm trying to figure out what does that have to do with me. And he was like, oh, well, we talk about hand job.
Specifically.
So now all of a sudden, you first just told me in the text, you accidentally sent me the text. Mind you, like I said, this is a boss. And now you're saying that you talk about erotic sexual things. And one of the things you're talking about is hand job. And it was like you were trying to bait me into the situation. And I wasn't going for it. I was just like, no, I'm good. I'm not interested in that and everything. But then I had to meet with him like a day or two later.
Right. You the same person that tried to make us do like mail order brides. So we were gonna do some online dating site. We were gonna be like the spokespeople, brand ambassadors
for yes.
And to do more research, it kind of seemed like some mail order Russian.
It was a Russian dating site, and he was trying to lock us in for 10 years.
Girl, we just been getting out of college. We want just giving out the contract, working for the Russian bride.
Oh gosh! Oh my goodness! So yeah, that's a crazy story. And then I remember one time I was working for a doctor. I was a doctor's assistant. It's always something. This had to be like 2012. Yeah, this had to be around 2012. And I was thinking, okay, this is my boss. He's real nice and everything. At certain points, like he would give me like advice about, men and dating and things like that. Okay, cool. But
not cool.
At the time, I was 22. I didn't think too much about it. And until he started saying like, oh, can you find me my wife? Mm-hmm. And I'm looking like, what is he talking about? What are you talking about? Mind you, he was like 35. Now, at the time, I thought that was old. Now we almost 35 or whatever. But I thought of him as... I thought he was an old man while I was 22. And I was just looking like, oh no. And then, I'm not going to say his name, but he had like an old man's name. So that didn't help at all. But, excuse me. Excuse me. But, so I was like, okay, I don't know what he's talking about, finding his wife and everything. One day I'm doing some billing and coding in his office, and
she was an accountant.
Right now I'm doing everything now. The administrative assistant. Oh, he actually was having me drive his car, pick up his laundry, bring him his food to his house. And one time I went over and he was like, "Oh, do you want to stay?" I'm like, "Oh no, I gotta go. Mm-mm. I had another job of babysitting. Oh, I have to go." But I just wasn't picking up until the time I'm billing and coding in his office. He closes the door, and I'm like, "Okay." He said, "You always tell me about your boyfriend issues and things like that, or whatever. How about like we go on a date?" And I was nervous.
We saw that coming. We saw that. We knew that was coming up.
And I was nervous. I was like, I don't know. Like, he was like, it's not like we're exclusive or anything. Like, you don't have to worry about it. You can date who you want out there. And just get out of the situation. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. But I was never planning on dating him. So I, left for the day. The next day, he wanted me to pick up his food again or whatever. And I called my friend up and I'm like, I don't want to go back into the office. I don't want to go back into the office because I felt weird. Go back into the office. He's having to pay me my check, and he comes behind me, closes the door, comes behind me and grabs me. And I'm just looking like, okay.
I remember this part of the story.
Yes.
She didn't expose this part.
Right. So he comes behind me and grabs me, and I'm looking like, what's going on? He grabs me and puts me on his lap.
Mika, you ain't never told me this part of the story. You don't want me to get upset. You ain't never told me this part of the story.
And he asked me that he wanted me to come to his house and watch some type of fight, and told me what type of liquor you want. And I was just like, I was so scared because now he's writing my check while he's saying this stuff too.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do you do?
Quid pro, all the quid pro, whatever the dumb videos I gotta watch 5 times.
Yeah. And it's like, what do you do? Because, okay, this is my boss. I don't know what to do. I'm 22 and I'm nervous and I'm sitting on his lap and I don't want to be on his lap. What can you do and what do you say to get out the situation? And like I said, writing me a check or whatever. And I was just like, some apple vodka. I don't know. I was just coming up with something just to get out the situation or whatever. But I finally just text him and because I was getting back into, I was going back to school and everything. So I wasn't going to work for him anyway. So I was, just to get out, I was just like, yeah, I'm going back to school. I won't be able to work for you anymore. And I just want to keep it professional. So then he was like, oh, okay. After that, he called me again, trying to like go on a date again. I said no. And after that, he had a new assistant and had his assistant call me to try to have me talk to him again. And I said no. I was done. It was just too much. But yeah, that's a weird story that led to just from my trainer.
Text you.
Text, do you want to see?
So don't have history repeats itself.
Don't have nope.
Maybe not. I know, but there are other girls that probably would have. I'm not gonna say a lot of girls. They would have went for like, he's a doctor. He's probably done that a million times.
Yeah.
And they went for like, ooh, I'm gonna get this doctor. I'm gonna run his pockets up, like
right.
Mm-mm.
And I've just never been that type of person or whatever. Like I said, he wasn't a bad looking guy or anything like that, but I just never thought, like I said, I thought he was an old man. And I just didn't think of him like that.
Oh, that's right. He was 35.
He was 35 and I'm 22. So and like you said, some girls like, oh yeah, he's a doctor or whatever. He, I can get some money out of him. I can go on there, whatever the case is or whatever. And I was just like, nah, I'm not even going for that or whatever. I'm just over here trying. And first of all, he was paying me only $75 a week. So you weren't doing nothing.
Not the 75.
75 going into the office 3 days a week, $75. So you really can't pay for nothing.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah. So I had to open the office, get his keys every morning, open all.
He was still paying them bills.
He was, yeah.
Them student loans.
Yeah, that's what it was. So he wasn't the doctor. Oh, and he was a chiropractor. So I didn't even.
Don't. There might be.
Sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Working.
You're
we
right.
appreciate all the back cracking you do. Like, was that a ghosting situation? Did you just?
Yeah, I basically he tried to contact me with the woman and everything. Yeah, I just ghosted. Like I blocked. I deleted his number. I didn't want to have anything to do with it.
Sometimes, like, you have to when you don't want like to have conflict. Sometimes ghosting is what you're gonna have to do. Right. If they're not even, it's gonna be like talking to a brick wall. Yeah. There's no point in sending them paragraph texts on this and that, or even communicating. Plus, they get on that grab you from all that. You want to.
It was just an uncomfortable situation. So I was like, I just didn't want to have any other conversation. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to dip off. And like I said, it's a form of ghosting.
No. Yeah, she's good at ghosting. Yeah. She is good at ghosting. Oh. She ghosted me.
Oh. Well, you know what? We will talk about that.
Another episode.
We'll get down deep with that.
But we'll be back because I got to talk to her about this trainer and what we about to write. What we about to take back to what you want to see or want to see. See you later. Stay tuned for next Wednesday.
And please subscribe, comment.
Watch it in the background. Look, you don't even got to leave it. Turn it on so that you applies and I don't care. Just please press play.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
We can become whatever we want. All we need is loving you. That's the way the feelings should be. You.